Recently, Della Baby Products inbound apple puree supplier was unable to supply Della with apple puree. This caused Della to miss shipments to its outbound distributors. Not only did the missed shipments negatively affect Della's revenue, they also damaged its brand and relationship with its outbound distributors. The outbound distributors had inventory commitments they were unable to meet for their retail customers. Della's apple puree never made it to retailers' shelves, so consumers chose competitive brands. Della's COO, Dante, realizes the root cause of the problem is lack of insight into current inventory levels among Della's suppliers, and to an even lesser extent, among its sub-suppliers. To reduce the risks associated with supply chain disruptions and supply and demand imbalances, Dante initiates a plan to improve supply chain visibility. Supply chain visibility, also called supply chain transparency, takes an end-to-end view of inventory, measured as the percentage of visible inventory across the supply chain as a percentage of total inventory. This means Della must be able to see the inventory levels of both suppliers and customers, from raw material producers to the point of sale. To produce Della's popular apple puree, the company must source jars, lids, labels, additives, and apples from a variety of suppliers. For example, Della procures apple puree from XJF Foods, a first-tier supplier. In turn, XJF Foods procures its apple puree from a variety of processors, who in turn procure fresh apples directly from farmers. For Della, the processors are second-tier suppliers because they supply aggregators like XJF Foods, while the farmers are third-tier suppliers because they supply the processors. Although Della has an indirect relationship with the second and third-tier suppliers, their impact on Della's business is undeniable. While working with XJF Foods to uncover the exact cause of the stockout, Dante discovers that XJF sources its apple puree from two processors in North America. These processors source their apples from 6 farms in North America. One of the processors suffered a major equipment malfunction that prevented it from meeting its production targets. Dante also finds that, in the last year, production at 3 orchards in Washington state fell by nearly 40% due to a plant disease that destroyed much of their harvests. A 4th orchard went out of business. Dante believes the benefits of supply chain visibility outweigh the cost of implementing it. For Dante, the most important benefits are improved network agility, enhanced supply chain resilience, reduction in inventory carrying cost, and improved product traceability. The Improvement Initiative allows Della to broadcast real-time inventory information across as many supply chain tiers as possible using a structured protocol. By analyzing real-time inventory levels across the supply chain, potential upstream problems, such as production stoppages among higher-tier suppliers, can be quickly detected. Early detection allows time to involve backup suppliers, preventing supply chain disruptions from propagating further downstream. Successful supply chain visibility requires collaborative relationships across all tiers. As transparency and information sharing improve, planning across the entire supply chain also improves. Each tier has an opportunity to reduce not only its own inventory, but to optimize end-to-end operations, improving overall performance. With clear collaboration principles, each tier shares the benefits. Though the initiative took 2 years to complete, Dante's efforts are successful. His insights help XJF Foods develop relationships with 20 new processors that get their supply from farmers across the globe. The enhanced product traceability helps increase Della's credibility and build additional brand equity as an ethical and sustainable food producer. Like Dante, you will find that building visibility and transparency into your network will have a positive effect, not only on your own business, but also across your supply chain, and even on your stakeholders.